Track Facts are brought to you by Quaker State, the motor oil that exceeds the highest standards for engine protection.
In the NASCAR Winston Cup Series, the rules require that the roof of the car is welded to certain points of the roll cage. That's an interest of safety. Well, it's a little different over here in the NASCAR Modified division, because this is what they use to attach the roof. This is a Zeus fastener, and you'll find 4 of these on the roof of every one of these Modifieds. Now, when a driver has put the car up against the wall and they want to get him out in a hurry, they will pop out these Zeus fasteners. If they want to get him out in a real hurry, they can just pop off 2 and bend the roof back. If they've got a little bit of time, they'll use all 4 fasteners, loosen them, and get the driver out. Why is that like that in the Modified Series? Because see these windows? Very small openings. Sometimes you get guys like, well, Benny Parsons in these cars. They can't quite get in and out through the window real quickly, so they use these Zeus fasteners to get their guys in and out of the car, or to attach the roof so they can get their guys in and out of the car. Now, I have a track fact bonus for you. This is the Heim joint, part of it, off of Billy Middleton's car. He's got a new one. He's on the track, but he's not really in the race, guys.
I'll get you, Weber. I'll get you.
I'll look forward to it, BP.
Under caution for the 4th time today, we're going to take a look at the reason for the caution flag. There's the 07. Lap 83, 4th caution flag today, and here's what happened.
Well, there's obviously some debris I see laying on the racetrack.
81 car getting by. That's Keith Roberts.
I see Burt Myers was in the crash. And Myers just comes down in the corner of the 4 car and loses it. And up he goes and smacks the wall with the left front. Now, cars are going to come and try to dodge Burt, and they will spin out or get bumped from the rear. Here we see cars come in.
Now watch left side of your screen. They're going to really try to get on the brakes and just he's sitting there as a dead duck, just saying, won't fire, please don't hit me. Up. And
oh, look at the 79 car. Pole sitter gets bammed by Frank Fleming in the 07 car, and some pretty good damage to both of those automobiles.
Leaders on pit road. There's Melvin Puddin-Swisher getting tire change, getting the sticker tires put on. You see that sticker on the car. And also Junior Miller in the 69 car. That bright orange and white numeral machine. They will change rear tires on that car as well. And now they are removing some debris from the grill in the 69 car. He pulls out, it comes down pit road, 35 miles an hour. And here's the car number 4.
You see where he hit the wall with his nerfing bar in the nose, the front of the car. Obviously some serious damage to the front tires.
And there's the front end of the 07 car where the Nerf met the Nerf. Under caution for the 4th time. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Still under caution of Wilkesboro Speedway. We're going to show you why the caution came out for the 4th time as a car spun on a turn 4. And Benny, he was a sitting duck up there.
Yes, he was. Burt Myers goes in the corner. That's B-U-R-T, if I'm not saying it. Well, he goes up and smacks the wall with the nose of the car. I thought the left front hit it, but there he slams on the brake, and now the groove is just so narrow. Our car goes above him. But Brian King in the 03 is going to come in, get a bump from the rear, and the 79 car, our pole sitter, gets jousted from the rear by the 07 of Frank Fleming.
So the cars involved, Burt Myers, Roger Hill, Frank Fleming, and Brian King. Those were the 4 involved in the 4th caution flag. Green flag waves once again.
So Roger Hill, the pole sitter, is back where he started, in first spot. There he is. There's the 07 of Frank Fleming. And Billy Middleton is back in the race, several laps down.
Fleming is the leader.
Oh, he is the leader?
Roger Hill, he's on the tail end of the lead lap.
That's right. He lost the lap on that first pit. Up, piece of debris. You'll get that lap back.
That came off the Burt Myers car, we were told a moment ago, and it's blowing down out of the groove. We'll wait and see if NASCAR will put out the caution flag. Apparently the flagmen have looked at it, felt the debris is down inside the groove, and so they will stay green. Frank Fleming, who was involved in that shunt a moment ago. And actually, Roger Hill was getting his lap back, or trying to get his lap back when that occurred, so he now is on the tail end of the lead lap. 45 car Billy Middleton showing 15 laps down. Even though he's right behind our leader, Frank Fleming. You saw that broken Heim joint when he ran into the back of the Robert Jeffries car.
Neither of those cars, the two cars directly behind Frank Fleming, will be the second place car. The 41 car of Patrick DuPonte is the second place car. You see by the monitor, Gary Myers is in third. There's a battle. He was in third, now he's fourth.
That's Phillip Hill out of Jonesboro, North Carolina. His dad is Al Hill, the veteran who is also running in this race and a former winner here. So good run for Phillip. Phillip Hill started back in 21st spot in a Chevy. Now being shown in third.
There's the 41 car that I was talking about just a moment ago. Patrick DuPonte. And here comes Hill taking a look on the inside. He has a good run, but can he make it?
Caution on the Speedway, Benny, as they are side by side, but Jimmy Howell waves the caution flag. We got a car that's spun coming off of turn 2.
The 30 car is stalled over there, Jerry. Earl Baker out of Winston-Salem.
And that will bring out caution for the 5th time. Earl Baker, there's some debris also on the track, and that will give NASCAR a chance to clean up the debris and give Baker an assist. Back with more in a moment. And the field behind the Pontiac safety car, or the 5/8 mile facility in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Glad to have you with us. Bill Weber, Benny Parsons, yours truly, Jerry Punch, bringing you NASCAR Modified action.
Now, you keep talking about Pontiacs and Oldsmobile. I know I can tell that's a Pontiac.
It's got fenders on it.
It's got fenders and it's got a grill. I know that's a Pontiac. Hey, pit road is open, and here they come. Here's the leader, Frank Fleming, coming down pit road. The 9 car of Ralph Franklin coming down pit road.
97 laps complete, 53 to go. And remember, they only are allowed 2 sets of tires under caution, 2 sets totally in their pit, so this could be the end of the tires for these guys who come down and change now. And let's go down to Bill Weber, who's standing by waiting for our leader.
And he's slowly coming in, and Frank Fleming has arrived here in the pits. This is going to be 2 right side tires. Now they're going to work on the front. They're going to tell him that they told him you won't have much bumpers, so you're going to have to be careful. And then they're going to let him go for the last 50 laps. They're not going to talk to him. They're going to change right side only and then send him back out. He's down. The bumper stays on. It's not in really good shape. 18 seconds stop, a little shorter than that last one that they had down here. Also, just to update on the 79 car of Roger Hill, they did have that lengthy pit stop, made the critical chassis adjustment, got their lap back under this caution, and they are happy racers, even though they got a long way to go, but they got 50 laps to do it, BP.
You know, that's cruel and unusual punishment, Bill, to tell the guy, look, we're going to change right sides, but you got to be careful because you don't have a bumper. And they put him at the rear of the field where he has to bump some people. Man.
Well, his bumper is facing the clouds, and we'll come back and see the finish in just a moment. Stay with us. Back just in time. Safety car pulling away. Still working the 5th caution flag today, but not for very long, as we are set for green flag racing action. There'll be 51 laps to go. Glad to have you with us. NASCAR Open Wheel Modified competition.
And Robert Jeffries in 75. The whites, and they're bunched up behind them, and tires are smoking, and they're having a terrible time getting started. They finally get it sorted out, and away they go. Anyway, back to my original point. 75, Robert Jeffries. Jeffries is the leader of the race. Meanwhile, cars on the inside trying to get laps back. Now we've got a spin.
That's Gary Myers up in turns 3 and 4. And he loops it around, and the caution is waving. He can hustle. He won't lose a lap, and that's indeed the case. He's got the car righted, but the Triumph Electronics Oldsmobile has spun. And let's look again and see what might have happened to Gary.
Here's the restart, and we see they just start bumping up. Junior Miller gets in the back of the 1 car. Hooden gets in the back of Junior Miller. Meantime, there's 03 car that we saw spun earlier up in the corner. That's the restart. That's what I was talking about a moment ago when they're all jammed up.
Take a look at the damage on this car. I mean, the sheet metal shoved in. The Nerf bar didn't protect it too much there, Benny. It's rubbing pretty seriously.
Yeah, they've knocked the right rear quarter panel in on the tire, and it's cut the tire down. He will have to go in the pits. And tough break for Mr. Foley because he had a great run going.
He had come all the way into the top 5 from 17th starting spot. Jay Foley out of Stewart, Virginia. And while he takes that car down pit road to get some of that sheet metal pulled away and a fresh tire, we'll take a break and come back for some more green flag action on what is a beautiful day here in Wilkes County. Back in the Wilkesboro Speedway, glad to have you with us. We're going to try this once again. We just tried to restart a few moments ago, and everyone got jammed. They said, go, go, go. And they said, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, right.
No one could stop it, so we had some sheet metal damage. Jay Foley has been on the pitch and had the sheet metal pulled away. He rejoins the fray as we get set for green flag racing action.
That's one of our better starts. I said the sheet metal was knocked in on the automobile Foley car. I believe that the Nerf car was knocked in against the tires here.
Tim Dwiggins is the head of this line at the front of the field, but he is being shown a lap down. That's the car number 6. He's a lap down in 19th spot.
But he's holding up Jeffries long enough for the field to catch up. There he goes by Dwiggins on the outside.
Our AutoZone race recap. There's Robert Jeffries, who is our leader, but
we got a problem. That's not the right way, Jerry. He's going backwards.
Well, that's trying to get his lap back, maybe. No, that wouldn't work.
That wouldn't work either. Official, about the same spot he's on before.
Well, he just wisely decides to hold it. The field comes by, and he loses a lap as the caution comes out again. Aubrey trying to get that car across the start-finish line. And that'll bring out the 6th caution flag today. Our AutoZone race recap shows that Robert Jeffries is our leader, has led 8 of 106 laps. There have been 5 lead changes, 6 cautions for 30 laps. The average speed a little over 80 miles an hour. Our lap leaders, our pole sitter Roger Hill had led the bulk of the laps early on, 43. Frank Fleming, 30. Melvin Puddenswisher, 14. And Junior Miller, 11. And now Robert Jeffries, our current leader, has led 8 laps. Out of race, there you see Bubba Beck, 60 years of age. He's had to park the car number 11. Gaither, Shepard, and Wilkins, those 4 cars have parked from the 31 that started. We are under caution. Good crowd on hand today here at Wilkes County at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Back with more in a moment. Back in North Wilkesboro, lots of racing action coming your way tomorrow. Sunday breakfast. How about ESPN2's Thunder at 7 a.m. Eastern? NASCAR's Modified, Lowe's 150 at 9 a.m. Eastern. Those are both on the deuce. After breakfast, how about brunch? NASCAR Winston Cup pole qualifying for the Busch Pole. 11 a.m. Eastern time on ESPN2, then RPM today. Noon Eastern time, Kenny Mayne and company. And then the main course is lunchtime at the NASCAR Today Show, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. Simulcast on ESPN and the Deuce. Dave Despain and company, NASCAR Winston Cup live flag-to-flag coverage. First Union 400 at 1 p.m. Eastern. And then dinner, RPM tonight, as Kenny Mayne and the company wrap all up all the motorsports action from around the world that occurred on Sunday. Now, that show could come on early if the hockey playoff game ends early. So, folks, 8 p.m. Eastern time is the scheduled time, but it could be as early as 7 o'clock. Back with more from North Wilkesboro after this. Stay with us.